Hello student, this video on motion and time part 1 is brought to you by Gyanodaya High School. Please stay at home and save your life. Topics to be covered of this lesson are introduction, what is motion, types of motion, slow and fast motion, speed, unit of speed, measurement of time, unit of time, calculation of speed, distance time graph. Introduction. As you already studied in class 6, an object is said to be in motion if its position changes with respect to a fixed point or fixed object. Also, you have learned about different kinds of motion such as translatory motion, circulatory motion, periodic motion and non-periodic motion, etc. In this video, we will learn motion as well as how we will compare with motion with time. So let us see motion. What is motion? If we will define in a single line or one word, motion means movement. For example, when any object is moved from any one fixed position to another position, it is called motion. In detail, we can learn that motion means change in position of an object with respect to some reference point. We can say that motion means change in position of an object with respect to some reference point. Blades of a fan. When we will switch on the fan, its blade run and it changes its position from one place to another place. Third example is a moving car. When I will be start this car from this fixed point, after some time it will move and go to the another new position. Like this, we can say these examples are show some movement and they change their position. It means they show the motion. Our next topic is types of motions. In the previous classes, we had learned about these different types of motion, but here we will revise once more. Number 1 is linear motion or translatory motion. When a body moves in a straight line, its motion is described as a rectilinear motion. For example, the motion of a car drawn on a straight road, or the motion of a striker moving across a carom board, is an example of rectilinear motion. When you flying a ball from the roof of the house, the ball follows a curved path. This is called the curvilinear motion. Curvilinear motion and rectilinear motions are together referred to as a linear motion or translatory motion. Next motion is rotational motion. Rotational motion when the body moves around an axis passing through itself. The seat of the merry-go-round keeps changing position with time through the merry-go-round stays in the same place. Next is circular motion. When a body moves around a circle path or a circular path, its motion is called circular motion. When we tie a string around an object and whirl it around, the motion of the object is called circular motion. Another thing is that the distance of the body from the center of the circular path remain the same in the circular motion. Next is oscillatory motion. The oscillation of pendulum, the movement of a swing and the swinging of a ball are the example of oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion is a repetitive to and fro motion of a body about its position of rest known as main position. This is the main position of pendulum and one side it's move it true and back side is moved fro motion. So it is repetitive to and fro motion on its main position. Like the same process, our swing also moving in to and fro motion from its main position. Our next motion is periodic motion. The rotation of the earth about its axis is repeated every 24 hours, so it is a periodic motion. The revolution of the earth around the sun is also a periodic motion. Anything that occurs at the fixed intervals of time is called periodic motion. So like that, rotation of the earth, revolution of the earth, pendulum, these all are called periodic motion because they take the same time for to and fro motion. So they will be take fixed intervals of time to movement from their rest position. So student, like that we had seen some different type of motion: linear motion or translatory motion, circular motion, rectilinear motion, curvilinear motion, oscillatory motion, periodic motion, etc. So student, you observe that in our introduction there are given some of the examples of these different motions or show in different motions. Number one is motion of the moon around the earth, revolutionary motion or periodic motion because it is occurs at the fixed interval of time, and we know that fixed interval of time anything motion is happening means this type of motion is called periodic motion. Second is motion of the earth around the sun. This is also revolutionary motion or periodic motion because it also take the fixed time, fixed interval of time like 360 days. Yes, you know? Yes. Motion of a swing, true fro motion. One time it's go to front, again it come into main position, again go to the back. So this type of motion is called periodic motion. Good. Number 4, bus moving on the hilly road. Hilly road means you can imagine hilly road means it is come up to down and it is will be curvilinear motion because on the hill road is not a plane, so we cannot say this is rectilinear motion, this is curvilinear motion. Number next is car running on the straight road. Yes, it is a straight road, that is why we have to say this, that show the rectilinear motion. Like that we have to understand other motions too.